Up next, meet the couple who helped one city cut its divorce rate in half.
We call them like our spiritual parents.
In a sense, you don't want to let them down.
See how this husband and wife can help you divorce-proof your marriage after this.
Well, here's a surprising statistic. The divorce rate in Kansas City, Missouri is down more than 50%. That's no accident. Kansas City and 220 other communities across the country are taking a stand to divorce-proof their families. Reporter Paul Strand brings us encouraging news as to how they're doing it.
Before they were married, Kel and Stacy fought hard because both were strong-willed and stubborn. They were in their 30s and were very much used to getting their own way.
So we had lived our lives our certain way and wanted to continue doing things our way.
Even though neither knew how to compromise, they were still planning to wed. But a friend told them they really needed to first meet with Mike and Harriet McManus, marriage mentors, expert at teaching skills to divorce-proof a marriage. For months, the McManuses mentored the couple, and Kel believes she and Stacy would have divorced for sure by now without the coping skills their mentors taught them.
Because I cannot think of how we would have learned those tools without it.
Well, what are the ways to make it last, make it work? How do you do the 10-year, the 15-year, the 30 years?
The McManuses, through their organization Marriage Savers, do much more than just mentor individual couples. They've helped some 1,500 churches train 4,000 marriage mentors, who then counsel those getting ready to wed, newlyweds, and couples in crisis.
We have in our pews in every church in America couples who have been through terrible times, and they've just never been seen as a resource to the couples in current crisis.
With just a few hours training, the McManuses say older couples and pastors can be taught techniques and methods that divorce-proof marriages.
We can help churches virtually eliminate divorce in the churches that adopt these reforms. For entire cities, the divorce rate can come down as much as 50% or more.
One of these reforms is churches insisting anyone they marry first get several weeks of premarital counseling.
Before you tie the knot, let us show you the ropes.
A major part of this is taking a premarital inventory that can highlight potential danger zones for the couple, like finances or communication problems. And then there's putting marriage mentors together with young couples like the Williamses. The McManuses bundled these ideas together in something they call a community marriage policy, in which many of the houses of worship in one town or county all take a solemn pledge.
They will work together across denominational lines to build kind of a compact, a covenant, that they will not do any more quickie weddings, that they will require couples to go through serious preparation.
Pastor Tom Hurt says it helped all the churches in Clackamas County, Oregon, work off the same page.
Not have people jump from one church to the next, where, okay, that pastor won't marry me quickly, so I'll go to the guy down the street and he'll marry me quickly.
Some 10,000 pastors and priests have signed community marriage policies. About 170 of them are here in Clackamas County, and it's led to a dramatic drop in the divorce rate. This is a county of rugged natural beauty, but also home to many of Portland's suburbs. Its marriage rate was going down and divorce rate going up when psychologist Steve Stevens got Tom and Liz Dressel together with the McManuses. He knew the Dressels were as concerned about failing marriages as he was.
God hates divorce. Why does he hate divorce? Is it because it breaks people? Divorce doesn't work. It won't make you happy. I'll guarantee you, except in very rare situations, a divorce is going to make you less happy. It's going to make you more frustrated. Financially, it devastates you.
The Dressels were on the verge of divorce themselves in the 1970s, but Liz says she was just a little too ornery to just give up.
We had 3 kids to raise, and I thought, and this man's not getting out of it. I thought, some way we are going to make it through here.
Through church and parachurch groups, they found the marriage skills and training now offered by groups like the McManuses Marriage Savers. The Dressels and Dr. Stevens point out most folks take driver's ed to learn how to drive, but get no such training to prepare them for the much more complicated world of marriage.
What I find is a lot of young people, they just don't know how to be married. They weren't given good examples.
And that's where marriage mentors can be so helpful for young or troubled couples. Dr. Stevens says it doesn't have to take much time.
You could just go out to breakfast with them once a month, encourage them, send them notes, recommend books to them, talk about issues.
Mentors end up getting much love and respect.
We call them like our spiritual parents.
In a sense, you don't want to let them down.
McManus says the need for this emphasis on marriage is dire.
We have had one divorce for every 2 marriages every year since 1970. That's 42 million divorces affecting 40 million children.
And to me, it breaks my heart that we see in churches just as high a divorce rate as we do outside the church. That's not right.
Stephen says the future generation is on the line.
In situations where mom and dad divorce, what I found is about 75% of the time the children leave the faith.
McManus believes what community marriage policies offer can do much to end the crisis. The one in Clackamas County has already had a dramatic effect.
The divorce rate has dropped 17%.
So if you want your marriage blessed by a church here in this county, it's not going to be that easy. But the thing is now, it's much more likely your marriage is going to last forever. Paul Strand, CBN News, reporting from Clackamas County, Oregon.
That's very encouraging.
What a great idea.
It's a great idea.
What a great idea.
Churches need to get together on that because marriage is the foundation of our society. It really is. It is the unit of society.
Yes.
It's the unit of the church, by the way. And it's God's institution.
That's right.
So
That's
let's support it.